Welcome, grade 10s. I thought I'd just go through the question and the instructions you were given for your literary essay on page 42 to 43 of your MacRat book. So basically, this is what it says. It goes on to explain to you how to answer an essay question. And here you've been given a topic or a essay topic that you need to do. Right, so it says there, fear is the evil star that crosses the lovers, and fear resides not in the skies, but in the human heart. This is as per Goddard's understanding. And his view is that fear, not fate, has to be blamed for the tragedy which befalls Romeo and Juliet. And so we're just going to unpack that question, but basically continued to sort of go through what the question demands. So first of all, you should note what is the topic, and then it explains that you should identify some keywords that are there in the topic, such as direction keywords, knowledge keywords, and restriction keywords. So just to like re-edify that, the direction keywords is like, for instance, what you are supposed to do. Are you supposed to describe something? Are you supposed to compare something? In this case, we are supposed to state how far we agree with these viewpoints. So that is our direction. Our direction is to see if whether we agree or disagree with Goddard's view, in which fear and not fate is responsible for the tragedy. And then we need to use our own knowledge, our own subject matter. So in this case, we need to know things such as star and how star plays an important role in this play, and that's given our knowledge of the prologue, in which we are exposed to these star-crossed lovers. And again, there's star that crosses the lovers, star-crossed lovers. That indicates our knowledge on the question. There is others as well, but I'm just giving you one example. Restriction keywords is specific details of or aspects. So here, our sort of borderline or stuff that is putting us within a border are words such as fear and fate. It's telling us to focus on things such as fear and fate. It's also telling us to focus on things such as tragedy. So we have these three sort of restrictive points that we are given, in which we are supposed to only discuss those points. Right, and then you are given an example of how to brainstorm ideas. Behind that, I gave a suggestion to my class of a different way you can do it, and I'll show you when I unpack the question or the essay topic. So here they have given you this mind map in which we see that, for instance, Romeo is afraid of dishonor. He kills Theobald in his banishment and the potion. Right, all of these linked to his sort of tragic event. Juliet is afraid to confide in her parents, takes potion, and the nurse is afraid of dismissal. So this is ways in which they show how fear runs the lives of these lovers. I am going to take it from a different perspective, however, in my analysis of how fate is to blame and not fear. So I'm just going to go through the rest of this. One of the things they speak of is a theme statement. So here they give an example. There are many occasions in the play where the fear felt by one or other character directly influences the tragic outcome. However, there are also some examples: sheer bad luck, malignant fate. Fear cannot be held solely to blame for the deaths of the lovers. So here in their theme statement, it shows or indicates how far they agree with what Goddard says. So they say they do agree that fear can also run rampant in the lives of these lovers, but malignant fate is also responsible in some or other way. So in their theme statement that they have given you an example of, they've shown you how they agree to some extent with Goddard, and they agree to some extent with the opposing point of view in presenting their argument, right? And I'll show you more so how I would envision presenting my argument, but again, this is your essay. So you need to decide on how you, or what points you feel you are confident in presenting in your essay versus taking the points that are in this book and the points that I'm going to discuss with you. You need to have your own sort of points that you want to convey. It'll make it a lot easier in developing your argument if it is points that you fully understand and are comfortable with, right? So this ends part one, sort of the literary essay. In part two, I will go through how to answer this question in detail.